Okay, welcome to Solving Systems of Equations by Graphing Part 2. Now, for this part, I'm going to review how to graph and solve a system of equations on your graphing calculator. So if you have your own, you can definitely follow along with that. If not, there were some options that we offered to you earlier on in the PowerPoint about some free graphing calculators that you could download on your computer and use. So just like the last example that we did, you want to make sure before you put anything into your calculator that both equations are in slope-intercept form. So remember, slope-intercept form is an equation that's solved for y. So it's y equals m, which is your slope, x plus b, and b is your y-intercept. So both of these equations are in slope-intercept form. We can go ahead and go to our calculator and get started. So I'm going to pull up my calculator here. To enter these equations on your graphing calculator, you want to go to y equals. You will notice that I have some equations that are already in here, so I'm going to clear them out. So you want a nice blank y equals screen before you get started. So I have two equations I have to enter. The first one is 1/2 x plus 3. Now remember, to get to your fraction menu, it's alpha y equals. So it's going to be 1/2. And then your variable button is right here for the x, so 1/2 x. Choose your plus sign and then 3. That's my first equation entered into the graphing calculator. I'm going to scroll down to y2 to put my second equation in, which is -3/2 x minus 5. So same thing, I have a fraction, so I need to go to my fraction menu. Alpha, or the green button, y equals. First option is just your regular fraction template. So push enter. I'm going to do -3/2 x and then minus 5. So those are both of my equations entered into my y equals. Just do a double check before you hit graph. Make sure you've entered everything correctly. So now I'm ready to hit graph, which is at the top of your calculator. Right below your screen, you're going to hit graph. So there's my first equation being graphed. Here's my second one. Now remember, when you're solving a system by graphing, you're looking for the point of intersection. So if you look at your screen, you'll notice it's going to be somewhere around, it looks like -4, 1. But just to verify, here's how you're going to get the calculator to calculate what that point of intersection is. So you're going to push second, which is the blue button, and trace. This brings you up to the calculate menu. So if you notice above your trace button in blue, it says calc, that means calculate menu. So we're going to go down to option 5, which is an intersect. We want the point of intersection. And then your calculator is just going to basically ask you some simple questions. It just wants to verify a couple things. So just push enter. So it says first curve, yes, enter. Second curve, yes, enter. And then it says, do you want me to guess? Yes, calculator. Hit enter. So there's your point of intersection. It shows up on the bottom of the screen below the graph. X is -4, y is 1. So we're going to go back, and then we would just write that solution as an ordered pair always, -4, 1.